What's going on, everybody? Santos Montano here, AZHT, from the ground to the saddle. You already know. All right, we got Cheyenne here. Cheyenne is a 6-year-old Mustang from the BLM. She is wild. But I have been working with her for quite a bit, and she's pretty good. But I want to show you guys a couple things, what to do when you're working with Mustangs. Now, when I approach her, I don't want to approach her in a aggressive demeanor, right? I don't want to just go and try to forcefully grab her. I want her to understand that all I'm trying to do is soften her up to my approach, right? I want her to get her soft to when I approach, so that way she's facing me, she's looking towards me, and she's not running away from me. I don't want her to be in a reactive state of mind. I want her to respond. I want her to come towards me. So what I do, and you see how she's already teeter-tottering back and forth, so she's already aware that I'm going to approach her, and her first instinct is to either go left or go right to avoid me. What I'm going to do is just present myself. See that there? I'm going to stop. I'm going to back up. As she comes to me, I back up. I release the pressure. So same thing. I'm going to come to. So I come, I'm going to back up. See how she faced me? That's what you want to do. Allow them to face you, to stop, and to face you. Now I'm just going to come forward. If she leaves, that's it. I'm just going to back up. Just make sure that she's aware of me. I want her to be aware. I want her to understand that I'm not trying to harm her in any way. Now as I get closer, I'm going to follow her shoulder. I'm just going to stay here. I'm just going to draw her towards me. Ooh. There. See? I'll back up, and I'm going to come towards her. I'll back up. She stopped. Now I'm just going to present myself. My pattern. I'm not in a rush to put the halter on. So I don't care about putting the halter on right now. I'm not in a rush. I just hold it here. I hold it here so she understands what I have in my hand. She understands that the halter, me presenting her, it doesn't mean any harm. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to pat her. There. And then I'm just going to back away. So when you're dealing with Mustangs, make sure that you get their attention first. Make sure you get their attention. Make sure they're facing towards you. And then slowly start to work your way towards them. If she were to leave, I'd back up. I'd release the pressure immediately. But since she's standing still, I'm going to come, present myself, and just let her know, hey, it's okay. All right? Now, as soon as I get closer, I'm going to allow her to smell the halter. You see what she did? So I'm going to back up. Release the pressure. And you do this as long as it takes until the horse softens up to the halter, the horse softens up to you, to where you can throw it over and catch the horse. But what I'm not going to do is force her. I'm not going to chase her around. All I'm going to do is this here. See? And I'll back up. I'm just going to back up. I'm going to keep drawing her towards me. So let her know it's okay to come towards me. I'm going to make it her idea. Okay? I'll follow her at the front shoulder. Ooh. Ooh. Better. See, I don't want to, let her smell it. I just don't want to throw it on right away. If I were to go and try to forcefully put it on aggressively, or try to just put it on her, she's going to take off, she'll bolt, she's going to go into that reactive state of mind, which I don't want. I just want her to be real responsive, real calm, to think about it. And then look, I'll pet her with both hands. See that there? Now she's understanding that the halter's not going to harm her. Then I'm going to come to the side here and just keep petting her, keep petting her. Now, from this point on, what I'll do is reach over, real nice and calm. And I'll just grab this here. I don't put it on right away, I just pet her. I'll let her feel it. Let her get an understanding of what I'm trying to do. And I'll just pet her. I'll let her know it's okay. Then, put it over her nose. And I'll go ahead and continue to put it on her. But try not to pressure the horse in any way. As soon as these Mustangs feel pressure, what's gonna happen is they're gonna go into that reactive side, and it's fight or flight. And they're not gonna respond the way you want them to. So see there? And I'm just gonna pet them or reward them and say, good girl, good job, good. That's what I wanted. Now, before I send her in any direction, I just want her to walk with it. So I'm gonna have her walk and then stop, pet her. And the reason why is I want her to understand that it's okay to be with this halter. It's not gonna hurt her. I just want her to get her hooked onto me, right? I don't want any pressure at all. I want to stay nice and loose. See that bow there? Then I'm gonna stop, pet her. I'm gonna tell her good, right? I want her to keep her as soft as possible. Working with these Mustangs, they're very, very sensitive. That's one thing that people don't understand. They're very sensitive. So if you're not looking, right, to their body language, you're not understanding their body language, in a split second, they can really take a hold of you. And I'm gonna pet her. Good. I'm gonna let her know that's okay. What I'm doing now is planting the seed in her mind. I say, oh, okay. He's not gonna harm me in any way if I start to follow him. If he's leading, I can trust him leading. I have this horse's life on this lead line. Her entire life is depending on the way I lead this horse. So if I lead this horse with brute force and yanking and pulling, she's gonna think you're trying to harm her, right? And she's not really gonna be trustworthy. She's not gonna trust you with her life. But if I say, you come to me and I give to you and you get rewarded, she's gonna understand that, you know what, it's not so bad. I'm trustworthy. She could depend on me. She can count on me to be able to put her mind in a safe place, right? So, just gonna take her around here, walk her, and then I'll stop, pet. As I do this, what I'll do is I'll push her over, track that front. I'm gonna bring her to the front. I want her to just follow. Just kind of understand, just to kind of respect my space. If I need her to go this way, she's gonna respect me to where she's already tracking that front to go that way. All right? She's not tearing off, going any other way. She's gonna respect my space. I'm gonna respect her space. So now when you go back, look, when I back up, she's backing up with me. And I'll pet her. She's going with my body language. She's understanding what I'm asking of her. And she's going with it because she knows she's in a safe place. She's nice and secured. Now, if I were to go and start cranking and yanking, right, you're gonna mess her up in the brain. You can damage horses in the brain. And what's gonna happen is they're not gonna be responsive. They're gonna be reactive. So stay away from yanking, pulling, cranking, all this stuff. When I ask, come forward, it should be a signal, and that's it. And I give to her. When I say go back, it's just a simple, it's that energy. If I say come forward, she should come forward. When I say go back, she should go back. And then reward them for that, all right? So be careful the way you're taking a hold of these horses, especially Mustangs. And Cheyenne here, I've been working with her a little bit, so she's able to soften up, but it's all about getting them soft to what we're asking them, but also allowing them to think about what we're doing, right? And so I'm not the teacher here. she is. I'm learning from her. I'm learning from her body language, the way she responds, the way she does things. And all I'm doing is saying, hey, okay, I'm gonna respect your space as long as you respect my space. But when I ask for something, I don't wanna ask and take a hold of you. I wanna be in a partnership. It's like a dance. I want you to be in sync with me, and everything should flow and be real nice and soft. You see that there? If I say, hey, I need you to go this way, she should automatically roll that hind around and bring that front around. And I reward her. So just a little tip on how to handle horses, especially Mustangs. If you guys like what you see, just go ahead, like, comment, share, and reach out to me, man. So, Santos Montaño, AZHT, over and out. Woo!